last fight. Had control, had the ability to manage the situations. It was the fight they lost for no ultimates prior to, like, the one on quick side of the map. That's the one that really did them in. And then actually, that early kill on Natsuki came back to bite him.
Holy shit, dude. Natsuki holds onto the rally. Like,
We didn't have a choice.
oh my god. Oh my god. How, dude? How? Just repulsive performance.
This Willie's guy is 2007. What the hell, man?
It's the new generation, mate.
Willis and Dip, I think, are both super young, right?
2000, yeah, 2006. These guys are actually up next.
Yeah. Dip's been up next for a while. Now Zidra as well. Everyone's gassing it. I went into Funny Extra stream like 3 days ago, and I said something about who's up next, and he says the guy in the enemy team. It was Zidra playing fucking Freya. And there it is.
Dude, Peps should pick up Dip. You guys actually not that bad.
How do I get this going? Wait, have I lost the ability to go back in the fucking thing now? How do I go back to the previous match? I lost it. It took so long to set it up that I've lost it. Well played.
Ah.
I actually don't think you can go back in the matches.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Do we need to hit a replay then?
Yeah, I'll just bit up a replay of it.
I'll let you handle that, mate. You're the tech.
Oh yeah. You got the code, you sent it to me, right?
I'll send you a code.
Yeah, I sent.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
just stop sharing my Overwatch later so I don't like all of our scrims and take it from there. Thank you, Daniel. My days. Oh, poor Chrissy.
Oh, that's so rough, actually.
That is brutal. It's really brutal. That one's gonna sting for a long, long time. Let's see if this shit logs me out. Alright, feast your eyes. Twilight's dead here. Last death here.
Can I answer tell Kellen to play live today? I really need help on my fantasy team. If you want to get a message to the SSG players, today's not the day to ask Hunter.
Oh, alright, here we are. Twilight, final fight. Peek and main, tracer left, poke and left.
Right, get B.
Beats available, rally in. Suzu's literally nothing. TP's on. Oh my god, he did not TP onto a pulse bomb, dude. He walked onto and jumped onto a pulse bomb with TP available.
Oh, yeah, he has the second one from the shuffle.
Oh my god. It's not even close to him.
Yeah, like, everything's just fine.
Oh my days. Can we get a wall of gamers done?
Oh, cause they literally kill Natsuki as well, right? So it should just be, now it's looking so winnable. Like, you know, like half a second before, like, if this pulse doesn't go through.
Game is done. And now it's a 4v4. Let's just check the rest of it from Kev's POV, you know? Because that's like...
Because it's still, like, yeah, it's not a great looking 4v4, but it's still 50-50 now.
Oh,
still
game is
winning his
live, by the
duel.
way.
Oh yeah, we got 1 second until this Gen.G game starts.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Alright, let me tap in. Alright, Gen.G trying to avoid what has started to become a bit of a day of disasters here, really. Oh, I tried to go up in quantity. There we go. I'm okay. Alright, Zox still remains in the starting roster for Gen.G as well. Going to be playing Anakiri here. And Zodiel with a nice early pick onto Keo. Locks that one straight up for him. Going to be chasing this Lucio out as well. Hits every shot, Zodiel. So he'll convert this first fight for Gen.G. And maybe good news for Gen.G fans. They're playing Winston.
Now
Winston,
they play
Kiri.
Monkey.
They found the button.
Still no Crispy. Crispy's still been shot dead in the streets, but at least they're on Monkey. So there's an upshot here. Going for the Anakiri instead of the Ana Brig on this map, which is, I don't know, at least a little interesting, but I suppose maybe they feel they don't need the Brig if the enemy team does not have a Winston player and they've already banned out the Diva. So maybe that's fair enough.
Yeah, playing a slightly greedier version probably fits Zox's hero pool a little bit better as well. Pressure onto the back line. Recall's going to be forced out of pack, so he can't pressure point at all. Who are you is keeping that one contained. Frosttail's trying to rotate towards point here. They have forced a TP out of Zox. Cleared a bit of space to force point as Majin is going to go chase Mag out onto the high ground. Mag has to go get the Mega and reset. Little bit of point pressure now from Majin coming through as well, but Mag can come and contest this one. Nade onto Majin as well to try and force it forward. Lots of damage onto Mag. The Suzu comes out. He's getting everything, but Mag will live for now. And Zox has found a kill onto Gogo. Mag even gets Kiwi despite being on that low HP, leaving the point. Majin's going to go reset with his team. Second successful fight for Gen.G.
2 in a row for Gen.G. They are laughing all the way to the bank. And, you know, all it took was a little bit of Mag Winston, a little bit of Canale on the Ana, and Gen.G is starting to look like a team that's playing to their strengths. You know, finally we've got the silver lining in all of this. Who I use still on Tracer, so you know we're not quite at final form yet. Margin shifts over to the side, forces out Suzuki and the TP from Zox, but Mag receives the nano boost now, and he goes onto the back line. TP forced out of Kiwi, and Kiwi is on the run, incredibly low, but Mag cannot quite locate them. Who are you is good for it though. Pulse Bomb comes out from Who are you is good for a second. Mag jumps up into the sky, bubble in, and all is good in the world for Gen.G right now. 80% and counting. It really feels like they're facing no pressure at all.
No, it's been a walk in the park compared to a lot of their games so far for Gen.G. Primal for Mag in this final fight as well, and there's a Kitsune rush to help contest point if Frosttails can even get there, but Mag's walking forward early. Him and Who Are You are trying to hunt something down. They can't find anything, so they're just going to regroup on point as Majin is there. They're going to try and bubble off some of these heals. Gogo is on the point, still doesn't have his beat at all right now. Primal is going to be forced. Kira's going to use that opportunity to take the duel. It's an even trade. The Freyas take each other down. Now grouping back on the point. Primal in the corner. Kiwi TP's away from one danger into even more danger. Mag will clean it all up with a Primal Kitsune rush on top of that as well. And 100-0 for Gen.G.
100-0, nice and easy for Gen.G. And honestly, Frosttails, I mean, half of their ults didn't even make it to the online state. So really, it's just smooth sailing for Gen.G right now. I was told that this match might be a wash, and I mean, it's already off to a great start. Keeps moving like this, and I'm going to have to pick up the phone and call Kellen.
Really don't understand the Juno ban here. Like if they want to play 2 flex, why don't they just ban Ana? Try to play Lucio Kira. I mean, surely. I mean, Zox is hovering the Lucio right now, but surely that's a better matchup for them if they want to play Haz.
Yeah, would much prefer this. So I don't know what they're expecting in terms of a Juno.
Now we have a Haz mirror on Well.
Yeah, I don't hate so much. It's one of the smaller ones. Or like as far as like the dive favored map goes. I think like Kiri Lucio has it. I can really get behind it on this map. Gonna be a full mirror, it looks like. Tracer Freya as well. Zodio's gonna swing out right hand side from his POV. Trying to deepen his angle as much as he can, find a bit of space. Nothing to shoot at too much yet as Frosttails are going to poise on the opposite side. Mag is on the high ground here, difficult to clear, and he's just going to keep camped up here. Full pocket coming from across the map, and it's Who Are You just comes in and kills Keo nice and early, so starts with another early pick. Majin was trying to get out there, but actually Mag's wall preempted that. Now trading on, Mag needs a bit of help in this duel, but player advantage means Gen.G can take their time. They can go chase out the threats. They won't get any more kills, but they've got the first cap.
First cap goes their way. Gen.G, honestly, I mean, they just need to press this now, get some staggers, or at least push the enemy team back. Headshot from Zodiel onto Kira with the bolt. That is going to take him down. Little delayed kill there. Frosttails really tail between their legs right now as they have been pushed all the way back to their spawn. And Gen.G are happy to just keep on swinging, keep on poking, keep applying pressure all the way to the spawn doors.
No real ults to speak of just yet, and these first fights have been so quick. Just opening picks, been a bit of a disengage from Frosttails. We're going to walk up and take another neutral now. Pack has already been forced back a little bit. They're trying to come through main right now. Who he was on their right. You can see Kiwi trying to make sure everything is cleared as he's walking forward. Bit of space for his Freya on the left-hand side as it's a sort of 2-3 formation. Gogo's actually a little bit split during all of this. Now the dive comes in. It's Zox harassing Valkyrie in the back. Keo has been isolated from that, but they've got kills on the other side of it. Zox will get his one, but they've lost everyone else on the other side. So they one-side fight, one-side fight, lost the other one, and Gogo with all the cleanup.
Quick cleanup for Frosttails and Gen.G. I mean, maybe there are some cracks showing. They cannot win that second fight before their ult start to really come online. Even though they got some nice staggers, even though they got a good bit of forward poke, they still couldn't get anything online. And Frosttails are able to just get it done before Gen.G can really start leveraging any ult advantage. Zodial up on the high ground, poking up right top. Interested to see where the margin is going to get up. There they are. Comes in like a bat out of hell, flies in, takes down Zodial, takes down Zox as well. Seems that they were not expecting that, even though it feels like a rather predictable thing for the enemy has it to do. And Mag goes down as well, so that's almost a complete wipe now. If they can catch Canale as well, yep, that is a full team kill. Bit rough for Gen.G.
Feels like Frosttails have found their feet all of a sudden. A couple of successful neutrals. Now they've got all their ults online. A lot of those ults slightly faster than their Gen.G counterparts as well. But Zodial is at it again. Third time in a row already on this world. That Keo has just been picked off early before the fight. This is going to allow Gen.G to walk up for free. But Frosttails have the ults. If they have a pick of their own to respond. People falling left, right, and center before these fights. The Kitsune Rush trade comes out on point. Gogo has the quicker beat though. Bola just onto the hazard, so no meaningful damage from that. Kiwi under a lot of pressure. Wall is going to separate them as well. They come through main, but not in time to save Majin. The beat wasn't there for it as well. So this ult advantage not going the way now Frosttails wanted to as well. They need kills and they need kills quick. Zox is about to have a beat of his own, but they might not even need it with this numbers advantage. Kia returns to the fight just to go down one more time, and Frosttails, they fall over on the hold.
Yeah, that is not so great for Frosttails at this point. Margin has the downpour for the next fight for the retake, but I mean, it's basically going to be their last by the time they can get out of spawn. And with what Gen.G have going on right now, they've got a defensive ult as well as Mag's own downpour to match. It's going to be a tough ask for Frosttails. They are trying to go quick right now, though, and they've already scouted out who are you. But Zodial, again, what is this, a fourth time this round? Gets the better of Keo. Nice opening pick from Zodial there. When he has position, the guy can aim, I'll tell you that. He's just not so good at predicting when he's about to die. Downpour comes out from Magazine. It's absolutely nothing. Who are you tries to go for a kill onto Kiwi, but somehow fumbles the kill. Beat drop comes out from Zox, but it's looking like it's going to be all Gen.G in the kill feed, and they should be able to close this one out. One last chance for Frosttails here as Pack runs off to the back. Gogo is also alive somewhere for the touch, and it's just a question of whether or not Pack can get a good touch and whether Frosttails can all make their way back in.
Recall force already for Pack, and Who Are You has been camping this recall, wants to chase him all the way down. Pack has to play his life, can't play his life. They just about get the next touch. Pulse bomb's on the floor only from Who Are You, but they have player advantage. Margin is trying to anchor point, but he's going to run out of blocks sooner or later. Kiwa's pushing for a kill. They need a clutch, but Zodial wins this duel by a mile. Not a lick of damage on Zodial. He comes out on that one clean. Now he can turn and deal with the Lucio as well. Zodial will get the cleanup. Gen.G will close out the 2-0 here on Ilios.
Cool. Alright, it's time for the analyst to fill. I got something to do.
Is that my cue?
As the analyst
That's your
left
cue,
us,
mate. That's your cue, mate.
I'm actually just curious if any team with first ban on Ilios has ever lost a match. I feel like Ilios in this pool is just way too OP for the first ban. We also saw like Gushui and everyone talking about it on Champions Clash. I think just the Ilios pick is going to benefit Gen.G way more than the other team here. Hopefully we'll see a circuit come in, balance it out.
Yeah, it feels like that'll be the one that puts Mag in the most difficult spot hero pool wise. We've obviously seen him play a lot of Diva, but really not a strength for him. And yeah, I mean, I guess they'll be alright with the double flex part of it. It's just what does Mag play if they get taken to a circuit royale?
Yeah, I don't know these players too much, but I feel like circuit should be the pick here. You have to block out
like
Dorado and Jib.
Yeah, Gogo is very much a classic main support player in terms of, well, the classic Lucio player probably more than anything, but Pat can play a bit of hit scan as well. He's got a Sojourn in his locker, so some kind of double flex. Yeah, double flex. Sorry, double hit scan DPS, slower comp on Circuit Royale might be a good option to put Mag in a difficult position. Alright, let me do the fantasy stats. Where am I going? Gen.G versus FTE. And that, I imagine, yeah, probably looking at a very one-sided score. Yeah, minuses. A -8 for Keo. Bloody hell. One map in, -8. Mag actually top of the scoreboard there, 6.5. 2.5 for Kanale. Zox, if anyone, God knows if anyone actually predicted Zox playing this weekend, but if you did, you're going to get rewarded with 4 points from that first map. Zodio and Who Are You, 3 apiece.
What do you think about Ilios being in the pool still?
Love
I don't
it.
mind.
Love it.
I'm pretty against it. I still haven't seen a team with first ban lose Ilios. I think it's just a hard sweep every time. Same thing in Champions Clash. It's just such a different map to every Koth that it's like...
I just think it's like, you know, in most of these regions, there's like one team that's like better at one thing, you know? So it's like, you know, one team's like good at Monkey and one team's like good at Ball or whatever, and you can just like ban to like completely fuck up the other team's plan. One team, you know, like their only best option is like one off tank, and you can always like ban that one thing and wind up like in a super advantaged situation.
Yeah,
just, like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think Ilios should be removed from the pool. I think it should be removed from competitive.
Chris theory. There you go.
I mean, I got the ball and Monkey player, but I think it's just so
You got the
different.
monkey- You got the Monkey player, do you? Let's run that. Let's run that first jump on the match play. That first jump on well was insane. To be fair, the other 3 maps, like, fair enough.
Just...
first pick.
I don't know.
I guess you're also happy if you can force like an Orisa version of the mirror as well, right? Or like a map that's good for
but
that.
then next map you get like Gibraltar, whatever. It could be a problem, but
I guess the only
maybe
thing
they're
I
not
would...
scared.
The only thing I'd say from like big picture against these teams, the same was true against TU, right? Is what is bad if you're the dive team is if you have these hybrid escorts and one of them's taken away from you, right?
Yeah.
Then when the last 2 maps are like Flashpoint and Push, it doesn't feel that great if you want to play any of these Winston comps or any of these Ana comps, really. So then you can actually be left with a map choice on map 4 or map 5, or maybe even both, and not too many great options for the comps you really like to play. So potentially like a misstep from Frosttails that'll like work for worse for them down the series. But I can see the argument, especially in this sort of like, you're the underdog team, you're like the lowest rated in OWCS,
sure.
like just pick a map we think we're really good at and we think we can win, and just see what happens, you know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these series, when there's like one like dive team and then one rush team, like you'll just see like Ilios into circuit and then 1-1. And then as we've seen from previous series and Unter series, map 3 is Hollywood, and you have a good ban. It's 50-50.
Wait, did Frosttails give up first pick?
Maybe.
Maybe they just fucked up the
Graphic?
Maybe it's graphic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What does that Zox guy play though?
He's a double, I'm pretty sure he's a flex support, right?
Yeah, well, then a Lucio ban would make sense for the flex support guy. Ryan Maycast,
Yeah, and
Rap,
it does
Lucio,
bully
all
Gogo,
five.
actually.
Oh, fine.
I'm more surprised that they gave up the first ban. And then they're just going to ban Freya back instead. Yeah, being confirmed he is a flex support. Yeah, I think like I think the bans for each team make sense. It's just whether or not Frosttails did actually give up the first ban.
Yeah, my only thinking for Frosttails here is like, maybe you wanna force Lucio. You don't let Lucio get banned. You wanna play a Lucio comp because Gogo's better at Lucio than
Yeah.
Zox. So you wanna play like a Lucio carrier or something, but maybe they want this.
Yeah,
So-
like we talked about Frosttails wanting the Orisa mirror and probably a decent matchup into Mag, and that's what they've got ultimately in the end here. They're going to get the Orisa mirror.
Yeah,
Going to be Juno Brig. And also, I think one of the things that was true, and we saw it a little bit on the Ilios fair, right, is that actually Kyo was really struggling on the Freya. So the Freya ban allows Kyo to play a hero that's more comfortable for him and maybe a bit better chance. And we're going to see Pack on the Sombra, which we've seen a lot of recently. And maybe... Brawler, who are you pickers? He's on bloody Gen.G. They got Winston on the first map, Gen.G on the second map. It's all coming together for Gen.G. They've won this first neutral, or at least the space part of the neutral, pretty hard. They'll continue to walk forward, pressure onto the front line to force Magin even further back. The hack comes through onto Mag, but they can stabilize on this corner. Trying to push back a little bit now. Mag just gets deleted. What's happened there? It looked like the cooldown trade. They had all the space, and all of a sudden, my Orisa, she disappears.
A classic Mag situation where he disappears into a bizarrely shaped puff of smoke. Pack cleaning up all of the kills now, already 60% of the way to an EMP. He's done lots of farming in this first fight. This is actually an insane situation for Frosttails to be in, because not only have they won the fight super clean, got everyone there to keep on fighting, they've charged a lot of ults, and Gen.G, all they've got is Zodiel's High Noon. Pack threatening an EMP in the checkpoint fight, Kiwi threatening the Orbital Ray as well. This could be really bad news for Gen.G really quickly. Frosttails, they should steal the checkpoint and more if Gen.G aren't careful.
Yeah, pressure now. Zodiel hit with that spear, force back. Torpedoes come out. Mag now taking a lot of damage on point, but he finds the pick onto Pack. Now they can push forward, looking for more. Zodiel nails that shot, and they should be able to clean up from here. Quick stabilization. They'll be able to clear up this Orisa. Clear up the cat. Zodiel with all the shots to finish the job. And we'll move into a pretty big ult fight for this next one, but everything from Frosttails is just that little bit sooner.
Little bit sooner. Here, with the High Noon and Pack with the EMP for this next fight, can open it up, but now that Gen.G have had a swing back in their favor, they can actually match these ultimates. Mag with the Surge, if Zodiel's space as well, he can combo very well with the Surge. Go for a High Noon far away. You can see Pack's out of stealth right now, trying to get the last bit of his EMP, but it seems that both casters just want to pull the High Noons instantly. Kyo, oh my god, he shoots himself in the face. Pack takes down Who Are You, but Kiwi goes down. Ray dead. Pack pulls the EMP in all of this. Zodiel's going to trade. It's a 3 versus 3. Now a 2 versus 3. But the ults are there for Frosttails. They have the rally. They have the surge. They might opt to not use them. They opt to use one. They don't combo the bash very well. Go-Go goes down, so it doesn't feel like a very clean combo. Go-Go just had to pull the trigger that little bit quicker. Now it's a 1 versus 2 for Magin. But Zodiel's back, as is Kiwi. So really, Frosttails, they've, let's say they've weathered the storm, but they've used 5 ultimates for it. And Gen.G, they've still got Bray and Blade. So this is, bordering on a disaster at this rate.
Weathered the storm, but their umbrella is made out of money, so now they've got nothing left for the next couple of fights. Gen.G gonna have this Ray Blade to drop in, and Frosttails, not a lot of options. Try and disengage, or just try and trade out. It's a disengage, but Kyo dies immediately, so Magin realizes what's up. He's gonna die on point, sacrifice himself so the rest of the team can disengage, but Gen.G will be threatening Cap off that, not as well as the lead. And Who Are You's gonna have Blade for this next fight, still very far away from everything Frosttails.
Oh, Frosttails, they are so far away from anything at all. And Who Are You? He's already got a blade. We already know how Who Are You can be with these blades. Probably one of the bladiest Genjis in the world. Mag closing on another surge as well. He can combo with the blade and absolutely decimate Frosttails. Already 90%. He's going to get ready for his push timing in a second. You can see they're taking their time. They're probably waiting for a surge blade combo. They're about to eviscerate Frosttails if they're not careful. And for all the while, Frosttails, they know it. They're playing slow, they're backing up, they're giving meters, they're giving space. Here it goes, Surge comes in, Blade not even required. Who Are You? He doesn't even pull it, he just executes the kills regardless. So many members of Frosttails, what's the point of doing all that backing up if 4 of you are still going to get caught in Mag's Terror Surge? It's not like he can run that far.
Yeah, it's all a bit too easy for Gen.G at the moment, able to get such a big Terror Surge in that situation. Gen.G going to put significant meters on the board right now. Frosttails, Ray, Terror Surge, High Noon to take a bit of space. So they do finally have ult advantage, but the damage might already be done. It's going to be a rally blade from Gen.G, so it's not a straightforward fight. Early rally from Kaneo, another blade over the top, trying to cut through the High Noon, but Boop helps him out, and his Cass is just running away from Who Are You. We're blading nothing. Kyo has run forward and killed for Juno. Who Are You gets nothing with the blade. There's a Brig to help him out. Terror Surge from Magin as well in main cleans that one up, and the blade goes begging, and they actually save for Ray during all of that, Frosttails.
for Frosttails right now. They've got a chance to keep it going, to keep the momentum, because they've saved Kiwi's Grey, because Gen.G have spent so heavily. Maybe Frosttails, they can take a fight up in the middle and then get checkpoint right off the back of it. They just need to make sure that nobody from Gen.G blocks the cart, that there are no close spawns involved in this next fight. And look at this. Frosttails, they push it up. They do not turn off close spawns just yet, but this flank from Keo is everything.
Nice.
Takes down Kanail, rips his head right off, and that's going to be an easy opening pick. Who are you? Very low, taken down by Pack, getting packed up, if you will. And Frosttails, a free fight win here. No ultimates. Free, you know, not to suggest that it was given away by the enemy team, but a nice flank from Keo, and Frosttails get to do it with 0 ult spent.
We saw the damage that giving away fights without forcing ults out can do on a map like Runasapi very recently. Frosttails have been able to take this raid all the way from their spawn to the enemy checkpoint, and now they've got double support ult advantage still to push into this. Pack is going to have the blade very soon to combo with all of this. And it's actually starting to look really good for Frosttails. Great opportunity here to close this lead, if not eviscerate it completely. Going to all come down to this combo from Pack and Gogo. They're retaking from the high ground right now, Gen.G. It's a high noon swing. They are out, but it looks like that was cancelled immediately. Ray from Zox to keep going. Ray Blade rally in response, and Kanail has been deleted.
Nice.
The Blade from Pack is doing it. They have the ults. They just use the whole combo. They delete them. No trades. And this cart is going to keep on trucking.
He's just going to keep on rolling forward now, and there's really not a lot that Gen.G can do about it. Magazine, he's got that Terror Surge, but there's a Surge High Noon to meet them on the other side. Until Who Are You has the blade on that. Wait, they're not going to come. Mag missed the spear. He missed the spear on a bloody nooning Cass, and then the Cass pulls the trigger on a skull that's through the wall. So right now, it's a bit of a meal being made of it. As Kiwi is getting taken very low. Keo is speared and taken down. Right now, we've got Margin pulling in the corner. Now you use the Surge. Where was the combo? Pack takes down Zox, but they need so much more, and they're not going to get it. This is an absolute dogfight back and forth. No clean fights in the ult trades. No combos being leaned into right now. As Frosttails, they had an opportunity, but they've squandered it a little bit.
Yeah, really could have taken lead off that one. Hit the Terror Surge. They got a bit of space with High Noon, but they just somebody got stuck on the left, and now they're right back in it, right? It's a 2 meter difference with 2 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock, but it's Gen.G who have the next set of combos up. A Terror Surge and a choice of Blade or Rally to go with it as well. They look like they want to play aggressively here. They're going to force that Rally immediately. Keo on the swing, but Zox shuts that down with torpedoes. T deals with that one straight away, and Gen.G are looking to try and do this one light just for a single Rally, and they're going to be able to do it. Now they can take these DPS ults on to the next fight.
Oh, good grief. DPS ults to keep that roll going. Frosttails, now they've been bled dry. They have been milked to the point where they've just got nothing left to give. And this could be, even though we've got 108 to 106 meters right now, huge meterage on either side, Gen.G could turn this into a full cap. It's a dogfight. It's close. But at the same time, with the way that the ults are swinging right now, Gen.G could go the distance. They could bring it home. Close spawns are enabled for them. They're pushing deep now. You can see High Noon swing. Another High Noon swing for these two teams. Who Are You is flanking over on the right. Don't think he has been able to get the kill though. High Noon will be cancelled and there is no refund. Not running the refund perk right now. Now the blade comes out from Who Are You. And he's good for it. Good for two. Who Are You and Mag together. Tag teaming Kiwi and Keo. Pack incredibly low margin. Pushing backline for a trade. And he will receive that trade. Kanail is taken. That should surely prevent a full cap. But Zox does have the Ray. Frosttails actually have nothing to match right now.
Yeah, they can actually full cap it here, even though it's ended up being quite an even game. Gen.G could just finish it early still. Minute 15 left on the clock. Zox has his Ray ready to go. Who Are You is lurking on the right-hand side to try and find an angle of engage. They've given up control of the car, and Gen.G just seems to want to slow it down massively. They're going to give a lot of space as they have to pick up their Brig from spawn. So they're going to fight on this corner instead, but still Ray advantage. But Kiwi now only 2% behind. Here comes the Ray. Keo is awfully close. Kiwi gets it now, but not in time to save Keo. The torpedo swing comes back out the other way. But Zodial's found the kill. Terror Surge combo converts one. Who Are You is awfully low as well. Mag is still going. They're trying to commit into this, but the Ray, the later Ray from Kiwi is enough. The spear to stop Mag getting any kind of trade here. And Frosttails, 40 seconds left. Late kill onto Who Are You. One more shot at this.
No, the OWCS coach doesn't know that the noon refund perk doesn't exist. Did they change the cash perks? Is that a thing?
I'm going to refer to our analyst on this one. Danny, can we get a quick rule check? Perk check?
I do not know. I do not know.
He doesn't know. We're closing on the last fight right now. You're useless. Pack pulls the blade, combos, but Mag goes for the Terror Surge. He might get a trade. He's trying to trade Keo. Keo pulls the High Noon out of respect. Not sure what that was all about, to be honest. Magazine is incredibly low. 200 HP, no Fortify, no Spin. He's only found the one trade, and that means that the card is actually pushing really deep. 129 meters on the board for Gen.G, but Frosttails are also pushing into enemy territory. The difference here, though, is that Gen.G have a comically large bank of ultimates coming on, and Frosttails have nothing right now. They're 20% off their Orisa ult, and that's all they've got in the bank. Need a pick here in the neutral. Not sure they're going to get it from the way they're playing slow right now. Already a High Noon swing from Zodial.
Have to keep the touch going as well, so this High Noon's going to do a lot. Deflect comes through. Spear is a miss, not cancelled, so Pack will fall. Imagine it's half HP, but nearly at his Terror Surge, but can they even keep him alive long enough? The Blade is coming in, and they see 9 during all of it. Too many ults being thrown at them there. I don't know how... Was Magic not still on point? Did he die? I didn't think he died. I don't know if it would have made a huge difference, really. There was a lot of ults coming. But 2 in a row for Gen.G. Second map win.
Oh, yeah, I think I got to call the Koreans, man. It's a quick game now. Let's give him a bell.
Frosttails all saving KD for fantasy. I respect it. Well, we're going to lose this fight, so... Alright.
Let's get Minjay first.
Let's see the scores. Mag continues to be the top scorer. Anyone got Mag? Hueyu's only got a single point. 4 for Zodial. 0.5s for Knail and Zox. 4 for Margin, actually. 2.5 for Pack. A -3 for Keo, who continues his bad run of scoring. Which means totaling, Keo's at -11. Zodial at 7. Mag, the big winner, though, at 13. Any Mag heads? Yeah, I'll get you the link, Juby, as well. Give me a sec. Let me open it up on another tab. There you go. Let me know if that link works, GB. I mean, that was significantly closer as well from a Frosttails perspective, so you're probably not unhappy to force some of the same things. All the Circuit Royale options we discussed are still open as well.
Yeah, honestly, not too bad. I was pretty interested to see that both teams were playing Cast instead of Sojourn in Orisa Mirror.
Yeah, I think who was it? Was it Falcons who were doing the same thing again when Freya? Only
Yeah,
when
they were
Freya
playing a
was
bit more
banned.
Cast.
But
Yeah, when Freya was banned, some of the Korea teams, like they were like what's it called? CR also play like Pharah and stuff.
Yeah. So I think I know Max has talked about it before as well. That actually like the Cass into Orisa matchup is just quite nice, just because easy headshots, right? You can just put a lot of raw damage out. Runa's Happy, not the biggest map either. So yeah, interesting to see him lean into that. You always get a bit of like no useful data if both teams just do it. Alright, this was not what I expected. Dorado?
Dorado.
Ban.
I mean,
Ban
maybe you have to
Winston?
ban you either ban Winston or you ban a support because Diva ban was already used. But I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, so maybe you ban the Ana instead and you force a
I
Kiri
don't know
Lucio
what they want to play.
mirror.
So I don't know.
I mean, we have seen like once you can get teams to play Winston, Kiri, Lucio, it gets really tricky actually, even into like the Hazard, Kiri, Lucio in some situations. Dorado maybe not the greatest map for it, like still maybe a bit more Winston favored, but I can see a world for it. The only time we've really seen Winston have success in the Kiri Lucio version, I think recently, is when, well, it was earlier today when Crazy Raccoon played T1, but they both just played Winston or Ball, right? So
Yeah.
there was no Hazard in play, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah, I think if they want to play Diva, Brig ban's not that bad either, because then maybe there's only like a DPS ban left.
Yeah, Gandalf was saying potential Brig ban, right? Because they'd aim to protect Diva, so maybe
Yeah.
actually don't ban Viana, ban the Brig. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah. I think Ana, Brig, and Monkey are all fine. I mean, if they're okay with playing into Monkey, maybe they don't ban it.
Yeah, so I presume it'll be something like that. Oh, sorry,
I'm really surprised they didn't go another Orisa map after that, but...
Yeah, it seems right in the
Ban
balance,
Kiri,
didn't
ban
it?
Sama? Like, Circuit or New Junk City, like,
Is for Mag on Gen.G the Korean Mag? It is indeed, yes. It's indeed. There's actually going to be a Kiriko ban and a Sombra ban coming through. So
yeah, I have no idea.
I mean, obviously, Zox is a flex support by trade, so is the idea that you actually don't want him to. They don't want to let them play Anakiri, even if on paper it's a good matchup for the D.Va. They want to force him onto what's like a better hero for the comp, but a worse hero for the player, maybe.
I don't know. If you want to ban Ana Brig or Anakiri, you could just ban Ana. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not 100%.
Feels like they were leaning into the Kiri as well.
I'm not too sure.
So I don't know what are they going to play Juno Brig then?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they want to play like Juno Brig D.Va or something. I don't know these players well enough.
Yeah, we'll see. The Sombra ban on the other side essentially serves as a pretty good Freya enabler as well, and it feels like Zodiel has very much been getting the better of that matchup by a large margin over Kyo so far. So the Gen.G second ban, I think, is a bit more straightforward. Just sets Zodiel up for success here. And
no Monkey from Mag?
Oh wait, you're maybe ahead of us. Or ahead a little bit.
Oh, okay. What?
Oh yeah, I'm on 40 now, 39, 38. But
40?
yeah, just
okay.
Somebody did say in chat, I think
What?
mainly as a joke, but it's come true of, just don't bother banning Winston because Mag's going to play D.Va anyway. And I mean, you're right.
What?
You shouldn't be right, but you are right. So no Ana, no Winston, no Genji.
So
but
Frosttails is
Trace
the one
really
playing
reasonable.
Ana.
Yeah, we'll see what they commit to out of spawn, but yeah, Gen.G just going to lean into this version of it, the Juno D.Va Brig, which is, I mean, it's a reasonable enough comp. We see versions of this in the meta all the time.
Surely D.Va Mirror is what Frosttails. Okay, well.
Yeah, we'll see how this works out for Gen.G. We'll see what Frosttails settle on as well. It does look like Ana Brig, and this is going to be a very good matchup into the D.Va as well. Mag has no suit. Take the ever-loving piss.
What?
Take the ever-loving
Mag
piss.
is
What?
Wait, Mag's playing D.Va when Winston is open? And Ana is open?
We were doing so
Yes.
well. We played Mag, Winston, and then we played Who Are You, Genji. We were doing so well.
I fucking hate these guys, man. It's just nonsense. They cracked the code. They realize the secret to success. Play Winston on a Brig with your fucking monkey one trick, and then they're just back on their bullshit. Juno Brig D.Va, that's gotta be the meta comp for Mag on fucking Dorado with Ana Brig Winston wide open, gaping. Come on! Now we've got to shift onto the backline of Frosttails, or of Gen.G rather, as Frosttails continue to posture for space, and Gen.G, they're just constantly on the backstep.
Real struggle. They're going to have to try and stabilize a little bit here, Gen.G. But Nano is going to be up so soon for Kiwi. That's going to be a great opportunity for Majin to either go very aggressively into this backline, or even, honestly, Nano Bakas in this situation, make Kyo a bit of a raid boss. They're still walking forward, nudging the cart forward all the while. 16% to go for Kiwi. Pressure onto Zodiel actually forces him to go forward. They try and rotate aggressively. They want to catch this backline, and they will. Kanail gets both. The nade hits free, though. Trades are available for Frosttails. Kiwi is 1 HP, and somehow, some way, none of those native players are traded from Gen.G, so they will be able to completely stabilize.
Maybe you know the Krusty crack pipe is delivering in spades. Maybe this is actually exactly what they needed. They just needed a little bit of magazine on the Diva. The first fight demoralizing. Lose your suit just to retake them and make them think, how the fuck did we give that one away? It was so free. They had mag on Diva for Pete's sake. But now there's a nano boost available. Could be deadly counter nano. It has to be. Goes out onto Kyo. Decides not to roll the damage from the bowler. But Pack goes down to a wave of torpedoes from Zox. And Frosttails, they're already down a man. They still have 1:45 to attack. They're boxed in this corner right now. The Pulse Bomb comes out from BYU rather optimistically. And Kiwi screams, get down, Mr. President! Throws themselves on the Pulse Bomb. Frosttails now in a 3 versus 5. Let's stop investing. Let's keep investing. Go pulls the rally! Take the piss!
He's going to get shut down in that rally as well. Another pulse bomb in before, but Kiwi is not there in time. But Ray comes out from Gen.G to kill a baby? No one has any respect for the economy anymore. Thank you, Milky Ashes, for the prime. Someone respects my economy.
Good God. Now we have Magazine with the bomb as the only ultimate available for Gen.G. But thanks to Frosttails' constant matching of ultimates, are in an even position. That is no longer even after Kia gets a pick onto Zodial. Keeps pressing forward now. Frosttails, they're fighting for cart. Kia's in a bit of trouble though, because who are you peppering them from the side up on the high ground? Frosttails don't have high ground controls. They have not forced who are you out from behind. Nade splashed on a Kanail. Kanail's about to disappear. Careful for that. Yep, down he goes. Oh, that's going to be the end of Gen.G's hold. Bombing.
Yeah, he's had his mech forced out of him, so he has to bomb to resuit. They can still contest as if they want to go, but another pick from Kyo! And they are now just on the back foot. I don't know if they're going to invest anymore. Zodial has the bowler, but he is respawning it. Yeah, Gen.G just going to cut their losses, go back to second. And what for quite a while was looking at an unlikely first point for Frosttails is turned around. Now they can start fighting for this high ground. Kiwi nearly has another nano. A couple of good nades on that first point as well to help open it up. We'll be looking for more of the same here on second.
More of the same. They don't have much to... Oh, hang on. Margin eats up Zodial Toll, but Who Are You does trade out onto Kyo. Pulse into the backline as well. Who Are You just good for it. Nano boost from Kiwi as well. For some reason, Frosttails supports love to use their ultimates at a significant deficit. Like, really addicted to the grind of gambling. Keep on pulling the lever on that slot machine. One day, you are going to win it big, Frosttails. Do not worry about that. Gen.G, they've blown the bank in their first point failure of a recontest as well, though. So Frosttails, even though they're addicted to gambling, they're still in a position where they have a chance. Dilducks, thank you for the follow. That's concerning.
Uh-oh. They've got your number. Now, torpedo swing from Kiwi to try and create a little bit of space. They want to poke Mag off the payload, get a bit of room. Maybe Kyo can find an opportunity for the bowler in all of this. They have to be careful though. They walk up too far. Zox is getting ever closer to this Ray. So they're just trying to clear point, but Mag is actually anchoring the point quite far forward. Eats for Pulse Bomb as well, Mag, so will keep himself safe. And Who Are You's found Kyo in the back while this has happened. Lots of pressure onto the Juno too. Kanail drops to finish that one. They're rotating forward aggressively. And multiple times now we've seen Gen.G find these aggressive timings, drop into them, take the brawl fight, find a lot of kills and a lot of value.
Kills and value are what is required. Whether or not we're going to see that come out from Frosttails, another question entirely. Gogo's nearly got another rally, so just wait until we see the next 3v5 situation spawn up for Frosttails, and surely Gogo will pull the trigger on that one. Margin, shifting up onto the high ground though, gets actually double support ultimate invested. Magazine, a hungry hippo, eats up Kyo's ultimate, and Kyo will go down, caught up indoors. Frosttails, they're struggling. This is the Gogo rally time. Oh, no, apparently not. 3 vs 5 situation. I thought I saw the vision, but apparently even Gogo is capable of adjusting here. And Frosttails, now they got one last crack at this. 35 seconds on the clock, bomb and rally in the pocket.
Bomb and a rally in the pocket. 30 seconds. They need to make it work here. They've got a rally as a bit of a safety net if these ults start coming in or the bowler finds anything too meaningful. For now, though, they just need to clear the car. They've had a hard time going. But boop in onto Kanail. He has been knocked into the danger zone right now. But it's Kiwi who dies during all of this. The rest of Gen.G just drop in. Now the rally from Gogo. Bash onto Zodial is good, but no final blow. Zodial's going to live. The self-destruct kills Magin. Mag's bomb is bigger. And now they can flood forward. Tank advantage. Time is about to expire for Frosttails. And it has not been much of a Dorado offense at all.
No. stopped in its tracks, really. Gen.G, they gave up the first corner on Dorado as Mag decided to donate his mecha to a higher power. But after that, it was pretty smooth for them. They lose a final fight and then they hold the cup nice and close. Frosttails, maybe for their defense, they'll play the Ana once again. Maybe they've got a chance, to be honest, because Gen.G, they didn't seem all that convincing with their diva play. It was largely when Kyo found themselves wildly out of position, going for big, risky flanks, that Mag was catching them out. And other than that, it felt like it was, who are you? Doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of hitting big pulse bombs, catching backline kills. Even when the pulse bomb wasn't big, the kills wound up being pretty big. Throw the pulse on the ground, and, you know, someone's going to throw themselves onto it.
As par for the course today, it seems. If a pulse bomb is on the floor, somebody will be licking it up with their face. It can happen. Sometimes, multiple times. Sometimes, twice in the same region. We'll see if NA can keep the pattern going. But Gen.G, yeah, really comfortable. They had that good hold on second, and Frosttails just didn't really have any answer. Anytime they tried to rotate that Ana Brig into a useful position, somebody died, whether it was Kyo or Kiwi. And then a lot of the ult turns, particularly the support ult turns, which in the version of the comp Frosttails are running, these are the big plan your fight. These are the plan your fight around it. These are the fights to win with nose ults. All of Nose was sort of thrown away. So not a lot of value out of Nose. Couldn't crack the hold. But as we move on to the defense here for Frosttails, will be nicer positioning opportunities for the Ana Brig throughout. So a chance for a little bit more stability. Zodial nothing with this open Widow shot. Straight over to the Freya afterwards. Now a bit of space. They're going to get the cart moving for free on this first pick. He's going to take a bolt. Careful there. Pax comes through. But now Gen.G can keep this payload moving. Zodial's going to peek again. Looking for the duel here. Fighting above the rooftops. No meaningful damage, but the cart is creeping forwards here. And I wonder if Frosttails are going to commit to this hold, or if they're just going to go back to the choke eventually. The nade comes through onto Zox, but no sign of follow-up. So Gen.G is just going to keep it rolling forward.
Gen.G keep it moving, and that works, to be honest. Just keep on rolling the cart, take the free push while you can get it, and that shouldn't be an issue for them. Huayi takes down Kiwi, and suddenly there's big issues for Frosttails. They no longer have their primary source of healing. Their ability to sustain has disappeared. If they can't find a trade soon, they will be in a spot of bother. A trade, 2, 3 trades present themselves in the blink of an eye as the backline appear to be transformed into the Butter Brothers, and Zodial can't stop pressing the advantage, goes up onto that high ground and gets himself shifted on by margin. Really, Gen.G just needed to take a little bit of a breather there. Slow it down a second. You know that the trades are, at least an attempt at trades are coming. Chill out.
Yeah, Kiwi got punished for that nade attempt. Zodial was looking at the right window at the right time. Puts the damage there for Huayi to finish the kill. And it should have been the big opening. No main source of healing. But now everyone's going to get back. 5v5 situation. Kiwi coming back on the Juno as well. So we are in full mirror territory. This was the same at the end of the attack. Gonna have a bowler come out, doesn't find all that much damage onto it. Pulse bomb comes out, Pack is good for it this time. Kaneo is shut right down. Now pressure onto the front line as Frosttail looks to stabilize. They know they've got support advantage. They kill Huayi as well. 2-player advantage now. More time off the clock. That's half the time gone on his first point already for Gen.G. So just needs to be a little bit careful here because Kaneo is way behind on the rally, but Kiwi obviously with that swap a little bit behind on the Ray, but not a straightforward ult situation for Gen.G either.
Still a bit more, please.
I'll keep going. Kiwi catching up on that Ray, up to 75% now. The gap has narrowed to about 5%. Mag's going to have the bomb. Majin has the bomb. Bowler for Kyo in all of this. So, really going to come down with support ult trade, and the slow rally is what might cost Gen.G here. They have to be ready to take that back step as the Ray trade comes in, because if Gogo gets that rally going, they should have a significant advantage in the brawl. Huayi wants to pressure the Tracer as Frosttails are just looking to anchor the cart. He's got Brig support here and he wants to take it to Pack right now. Wants to try and force that recall. Has forced that recall. Has the pulse bomb. Recall's back. Ray trade coming through now. Gogo has the rally holding on to it. 87% only for Kaneo. No rally just yet from Gogo. Pulse bomb is out. Gogo, oh! Just get the rally off. Hits the bash and it will all be fine in the end. Kaneo got the rally late. Will just pop it in the end as well. So it's a 2-for-2 support ult trade and Gen.G are losing the fight. All of a sudden, they need to be careful not to trade anymore, but imagine he wants the late D-Mech onto Mag. He's going to chase him all the way. Mag has got the Mega as Huayi was cleaned up on point. But imagine not giving Mag room to breathe at all. Respawns have come through from Gen.G, so they will slow down. But now, no support ults on the board. And Gen.G only have a minute left on the clock. They have to be careful here. We're still at the first choke point. Pulse bomb is good from Pack. Kaneo's going to get sent to the respawn queue again. Good news for Gen.G. Still time to get Kaneo back here, but it's going to be a full neutral, so it's going to be a little bit volatile. Bowler's up for both teams, so it might just come down to that. Pack and Huayi have been duking it out all round long, and No real significant winner there. They've been stalemating for the most of it. 30 seconds left on the clock as Frosttails one fight away from a full hold here. Kio's looking to get in position, goes for the bowler. I think it's just on the shield of Kanale, so he will be okay. Nothing out of that. Zodial still has his bowler ready to go. An opportunity, and Zodial takes down Pack. He was trying to put that pressure on. Majin comes through as well. Zodial has the bowler, and Gen.G have player advantage now. Walking forward, the backline is so low. They're trying to disengage. They kited. They're also low. Frosttails. Oh, Go falls at the last minute, and that's the backline gone. They won't be able to contest this first point anymore, and look how close that yellow box is once this cap goes through.
Such a shame for Frosttails. They were this close to full holding Gen.G, but then Pack gets packed up in what feels like the final fight. And Frosttails, they just can't get the kite off. They can't get the slow play down pat. And front line of Gen.G just chased them all the way. Zodial's flying very aggressively now. Frosttails, they need to retake. All they have is the D.Va Long to do it. They need to start blocking the cart. Look at how absurdly close it's been held already. They're 3-carding. They're pressuring Flail to push back Margin, but they need the touch. Kiwi's already dead. What's going to come of this? Bowler shot onto the cart. Zodial traded 1 for 1, but everyone is going down on the side of Frosttails. Their health bars are minuscule. It's not looking good if you're a Frosttails head right now, or a Mag hater.
Pulse Bomb comes out. It gets Who Are You for what it's worth, but they don't get the remake from Majin as well, so it will get over the line. Tracer will be dealt with. It's a 3-0 from Gen.G. Not the prettiest 3-0 you're ever going to see. Not the most convincing. We still have a lot of the same questions about Gen.G. Are these really the comps we want in these situations? Are we really getting the value out of the ults we should? Are people playing to their potential? Is this Who Are You the same Who Are You we saw on Wave? Or is it being replaced with some kind of imposter? All of these questions still exist, but at least a win on the board against Frosttails.
Yeah, like I watched Gen.G play, and like I really don't understand what type of like style they want to play. Like every team I watch in Korea, NA, like I really understand their identity, but some of these decisions from Gen.G, I really don't understand.
And Krusty's
like, surely you just play monkey there.
All year long, mate.
Yeah, like I'm really not understanding what's going on.
You're not the only one, mate. It's been very confusing to see what Gen.G have been doing all year long. Like, you sign a monkey player and you just don't play him on fucking monkey. You just keep playing off tanks all year round. Must have such incredibly low faith in their Honor Brig. I feel like it has to be an Honor Brig thing, right? Like, there's no way he doesn't have faith in the Mag Monkey, but he must think, like, these guys suck at Lucio Kiri, these guys suck at Honor Brig, like, we have to play Juno Brig or something, you know? It must be something like that, because it doesn't make any sense.
As I guess as well, what is also true for Gen.G is they've probably been hit a little bit. Like, we've seen Winston struggling in Korea as well, right? So if you play the Kiri Lucio Winston, maybe it's really rough, right? Like, look at all the troubles Falcons had today playing Winston Kiri Lucio, right? Like, it felt absolutely egregious at times in terms of trying to win up against like the Hazard and other stuff. So maybe there's an element of like, Tank's best hero is now just not that good in a lot of places, unless we can play Anna Brig, and we also don't feel that great playing Anna Brig in a lot of places now either. So the whole sort of idea behind the biggest strengths in your roster just kind of stops existing.
Yeah, the only like reasonable explanation I can think of is they want to like expand Mag's hero pool, but I feel like you see so many other teams like that are just like way better in this D.Va comp. I don't think they're able to match it. Like I would at least like them to see what like TU is doing, try to play way more dive, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna look good the rest of this stage if they keep trying to do this.
Yeah, I think.
Sam Newton, if I beat the team that beat you, can you slide me some Chick-fil-A? Obviously not today because it's closed. Yeah, obviously it's a Sunday. Oh god. But yeah, no, if you beat him, if you beat Geeky, I got your dinner tonight.
Oh, it's kind of you. Maybe a safe bet.
Sam Newton, he's good for it. He invented gravity or something, so like.
Good for it. Oh, all right. It's such a weird because Gen.G just won 3-0, but it feels like something more egregious has happened. You know, just so unconvincing in that win. What might be in linked?
Nightmare.
We can look at the stat.
Reds from what, mate?
Yeah, check the fantasy.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. What's this? 1 rally or 5 TU ults. This will be good, I think. Oh, it's in like a Chungus quality. Rapola's eaten. Where was Varay in all of this? Oh, Varay was...
Jesus, man.
Ray was really early. It gets the kill on Dip at least.
No.
Oh, yeah, this went Dip went for that dodgy barrage. But it's a double downpour. The rally from Atsuki is actually huge. Huge block. And then, yeah, there is it was stunned in the
It'll
end.
be Zodiel. Congratulations
Zodiel.
on your first win, and on Gen.G's first win.
Alright, I'm
of the
grabbing a drink
regular
while
season.
Zodiel
And
does his interview.
I'm kind of curious. What was your team's reaction to, I guess, the second in OWCS history, but the first in EMEA, of a situation where the other team deferred their first ban? How did you guys feel about that? What was the read into that decision that Frosttails made?
I mean, first of all, like, I'm so happy for winning like the first game with Gen.G. You know, it's been like a
Alright,
rough
Sam,
start,
should be
but
Sam.
we're actually getting used to it now. Like, you know, we've only been a team for 2 weeks, so it's a bit too hard. So like playing like this, but you know, now we're like actually getting used to each other and everything. So I'm really excited for what comes next. Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited. I'm a bit nervous right now. I'm sorry.
No, you're
No, it's
fine. I mean,
okay.
obviously, it must be cool to like, get brought up to a team like Gen.G, right? Who has a great
Yeah.
game. You get to play alongside Kanail as well. It's a couple Spaniards on the team.
Yeah.
It's got to feel pretty awesome. And I think maybe for you to prove yourself. But did you know on that Runasapi map that like Frosttails actually let you guys have the first ban? Were you aware of that, or did you
Oh.
like let the coaches tell you what?
For me, no. Like, I was just like focusing myself on the main gameplay. Like for me, whenever I play like Overwatch game, you know, I need to like really focus on my gameplay because I feel like that's my high point. You know, like actually like
Yep.
bringing out the best gameplay. So I just let the coach do their work. You know, I
Let
trust
the
fully
coach
on
do
them,
the work,
and
right.
yeah.
You got this crazy style with the Freya Exodial where you hit these ridiculous cross map shots. Like you are connected
Yeah.
with bolts at like crazy long range. Did you like practice a certain way to be able to do this with consistency? Because you are killing people like in their spawn on Ilios, man.
No practice at all. To be honest, it's just I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It was just the feeling, you know. When you feel the day, you just go for these shots and it just comes out. You know?
Awesome.
I was
Yeah,
feeling,
no, I mean,
I was feeling really powerful today.
Hey,
You got
you
Ilios for your
looked
match?
awesome today. The
Nice.
Freya and the Cassidy. I
100%.
gotta ask, a little bit of a rough
picking
start,
Ilios?
like you talked about for Gen.G, and then
well,
obviously
that's
you guys
for-
are a new team
That's for
kind of coming
Dilducks
together.
to find out,
Where do
right?
you think
Like-
you guys are
I mean,
at currently?
You see their comp
in
yesterday?
terms of like your
Has
development as
Reaper?
a
I don't know
team?
if you
Like
play
how
Monkey
much
into
more
it.
do you feel like there is for you guys to grow? Like what
A
is
little worrying.
the ceiling you think with the roster?
You know, got that number?
Yeah, I mean, I feel right now we're like under 10%. Like
Did you
we
see what they
have,
were
like,
doing with
some,
Hasbro?
you know, issues. I will say like we're like
Uh-huh.
actually fixing
Did
our
you
like
see?
core gameplay right now. So
Nah, I
in the
didn't
moment we
watch
actually
it.
like
We were in
fix
a-
these
Oh,
things,
they
we
were,
actually like have the potential to be like
They
a
were
really
playing
good team,
Has
you know?
Reaper,
But
so
yeah, it's been
they
a tough start, as I
put
said.
hazard walls on
Hey,
the
it's always a
pillars of
process
Ilios
adjusting
ruins, like up on the
to
high
a new
parts of the
team,
pillars,
and
then
there's a lot of
TP the
growing
Reaper
pains that
to
come with
the
it,
top
right? But again,
of
congratulations
the
on today's
hazard
clear
walls
That's
on
actually
top of the
genius.
pillars.
on your first
It
win
was
with
so
Gen.G
brain
as
dead. They did it
well.
like 5 times and
Super excited
nobody
for you.
noticed on
Yeah,
the broadcast.
you also had great interview, by the way. Nothing to be nervous
that.
about.
Doesn't
It was
matter.
lovely speaking with you. But do you want to give a chance to like plug any socials or streams where the fans can find you?
Shout out the fans.
I think you gotta go for the hazard
I
ban. or
mean,
Reaper ban.
not really. I don't do much stream, but it's just on Twitter. Like,
I don't know about that. I,
Sorry,
think that's- I actually think that's like
I don't tweet
disrespectful. I think it's
much.
disrespectful.
I'm just
for them
a
to do that.
really not social guy, but
What
yeah.
map are you picking? Need to know.
No worries
We're
at
still
all. Well,
deep
thank
in
you so much for the
deliberations.
interview and good luck with your
Thank
future
you.
matches.
Oh, I'll do a fantasy points before I forget as well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, +9 for Mag.
Wow, incredible. +9.
Mag is at a total of 22 points. It's a huge score for Mag. Who are you? Only on 7. Probably not what a lot of people were hoping for. Zox actually got 8.
Oh, bro, it's the Dilducks. Why do you need to deliberate? I think we're just spinning the wheel on a tank ban at the moment, PDK. We haven't honed in on one yet. I think we're waiting to find out which one Minjay wants to play when he loads in.
When we get your trades for next week for fantasy, you can make them now if you want. But obviously you'll still get your whatever players you had for this week are locked. You can make your trades now if you want, but they won't come into play until next week's games. So it should be available now, I believe.
I'm playing DPL tonight. What is DPL? Dilducks Pro League? I feel like that's what DPL stands for.
Yeah.
I'm getting a feeling.
They have a team, I think, in the club program.
Dude, like they put me in their Discord and gave me like coach terms, and they have like fucking 40 different team channels. Like there's so much Dilducks lore that I was completely unaware of. It's like an enormous community of cancer. Like it's insane.
Yeah, I think I'm in the Discord as well. If I find it. Just pop in some updated rules.
I want to join.
Hunter will be rerunning as soon as the last NA match ends. I actually wasn't intending to rerun PK. I think when it ends, I'm just going to let it end.
Please let Hunter know
How's
if
Christopher
anyone on
Lock?
SSG goes negative against the Ducks, I'm calling corporate.
You're going to call corporate, eh? That's someone who's got a bunch of our players on their fantasy
I
roster, or
believe
what?
so, yeah. One SRL. I believe they might have done. They may potentially double down on SSG for this one.
Hunter not grasping for the last pennies. I guess I could rerun my YouTube VOD, but I don't have a locally recorded version of it, and I just don't think that the view count is like really high enough to justify rerunning. I think it's if the view count's like really high with AFK people, I think rerunning is like, you know, good shout. But like, you know, we're at like 800, and like there's at least a couple of hundred of you that are like actually here to watch the games, and not just like, you know, people from the main broadcast that fell asleep on mic or something. So I think I think it just wouldn't like really be worth that much, to be honest, and it's just better to give the viewers to someone else so they can actually use them. Untried got finals tomorrow. Do you believe in me? Absolutely, dude. Even though you don't have a sub badge, I don't know why I said yes when you're not paying me money, but yeah, I believe in you, mate.
You're one sub away from full support.
Yeah, the amount of buy-in I would have had if I saw the little fucking parasocial badge next to your name, you don't even know, mate.
Just gonna turn my light on. It's starting to get a bit dim.
I mean, the lights feel way too bright for me right now. PDK, just perma, you know, trying to pick apart our band strategies in the Twitch chat.
Is he making progress?
He's asked me a couple times if I can get Seeker to mirror Junkrat, which is like, you know, that's something. I want to know our map pick. Have we done our map pick stuff yet?
I'll look in the channel for you, mate. Let's see.
We're on standby.
Supposed to submit them a couple hours ago.
And it says, do the hero ban at the start of a Super Nova Nightmare game. You got a few minutes.
Yeah. Dildocs are going to be chopping it up in the lab now. I can't believe Chrissy's team has lost, man. Like, just... getting pieces over that, man.
I think it's pretty sad how much more competitive EU is than NA.
Yeah, but then genuinely the EU teams were like, they were like really close to NA.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like when we went to China, it's like we scrimmed, and it's like we really like quite convincingly beat Alcad and like VP like towards the end. Like it's like they won day one, and then after that we won all the blocks, I think. Like like I don't think that EU is like super far ahead. It just has like a way more like competitive.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a bunch of teams around like a
deeper.
similar-ish level. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because like at least like two really big teams aren't gonna make it to EWC.
Ooh, I'll do a VOD before I forget.